What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 video. It is less than 3 weeks from today for early access on MLB The Show 20. I am super excited, and today I want to talk about Diamond Dynasty. Now, there are some things that we still do not completely know about Diamond Dynasty that we will learn later on within the developer live stream, which is in a couple weeks. And of course, I'll make a video to update you guys once that news does come out. But we already know quite a lot that I really want to talk about. There's new stuff being added literally every single day on Twitter. And I really want to make this video for you guys so you know everything that we possibly know about Diamond Dynasty at this current moment. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys are most excited for with Diamond Dynasty. What new legends do you still want to see be revealed? What new cards would you guys like to see, and anything else down below? Leave a like if you guys do enjoy these. Definitely helps out the channel a ton. And subscribe if you guys are new once again. We are getting really close to 19,000. Of course, the goal is 20,000 by MLB The Show 20. We still have about 3 weeks to do it. Like I said, I definitely think we can do it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is all the brand new prospect cards that are going to be in MLB The Show 20. Now, I briefly touched on this on a video where they showcased the Orioles' #1 pick, of course, from the 2019 draft being Adley Rutschman. And since then, we've seen quite a few new prospect cards coming to fruition. We have seen Joe Adell of the Angels, Dustin May of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Ian Anderson of the Atlanta Braves, Mitch Keller of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Sixto Sanchez of the Miami Marlins. And there's obviously going to be tons more that are going to come. So, of course, with having the full minor league rosters in the base rosters, not just in ride-in rosters, we are now able to have these cards within Diamond Dynasty, and it is within the minor leaguers' legal contract that they do have to forego their rights. I don't believe they're getting paid for this. So it is going to be very interesting. I would imagine we're going to see at least one per team. If you noticed, I didn't list off any more than one per team. Those are all the ones that we know so far. I think it's going to be something kind of like the Future Stars. Maybe this is going to be something like they have at the beginning of the year, kind of like we had for the pre-order pack, and these will be 85s to 88 overall kind of cards. We just know that they are diamonds. We don't know what overall they're going to be. All we know is that they are going to be in the game. I'm really hoping that some of these guys got face scanned. We don't know that for sure, but otherwise they usually do a pretty good job with the face scan features that they have within the game. So overall, I'm just super excited. And once again, let me know down in the comment section what other prospects would you love to see come into Diamond Dynasty as a prospect card. The new Showdown game mode is going to be the primary focus of the brand new live stream for Diamond Dynasty we're going to see in a couple weeks. And there are some things that we do know about it so far. Draft players obtain perks and face off against the best pitchers the game has to offer. We still don't know if this is going to be online or offline. I would kind of think it's going to be online. It is confirmed to be within Diamond Dynasty. We know that for sure. It's not going to be something within a different mode, and it's drafting players. So you're not going to have these players on your own. You're going to be able to draft it similarly to Battle Royale, I would assume. And at first I thought it was going to be something like the weekly challenges that we have that some people play, some people don't, where you take your user, batter, and you go up against a pitcher. You try to gain the most points, and you get real life prizes or stubs depending on where you place. And now I'm starting to think it might be more like a competitive Battle Royale, maybe more of a ranked thing. I'm going to talk more about competitive play in ranked in a little bit, but I think Showdown is going to be a great new mode, and I can't wait to hear more about it in a couple weeks. Variety packs is something brand new that we finally know some stuff what it's going to be. Variety packs are going to feature a brand new Legend 86 overall flashback David Ortiz within those. So at first we weren't sure exactly what they were. They were going to be different than choice packs because they go under a different name. If you look at the pre-order bonus screen, and it is, if you get the digital deluxe, you're going to get 2 of these packs, and if you get the MVP edition, the $80 variation, you're going to get 1 of these packs. The only player that we know that is in there for sure right now is David Ortiz. There are some hints that possibly possibly Gary Sheffield is going to be within there, because I saw this tweet from Gary Sheffield Jr., of course, Gary Sheffield's son, that leads me to believe possibly he's going to be in there as well, which would not surprise me at all, because of course he is a brand new legend. It would make sense to pair them up together. I don't know if it's going to be 30 like it was last year. Like I was saying, potentially we could see those prospect cards. I don't really know if that's going to be a case. It could be more something like MLB 18 where they're a part of a program, which could be cool as well. But for right now, David Ortiz is the only confirmed player within the variety packs. So if you want one or two of those, make sure and pre-order one of those two editions. Competitive play is going to be big this year in MLB The Show 20. Of course, they had a couple different tournaments and cups, that being the Fall Cup and the New Year's Eve Cup within MLB The Show 19. They were hit or miss. They definitely had issues, but I know a lot of people had fun and enjoyed the fact that they could play this game and compete for prizes, either stubs or real money, which I think is a great idea. I'm glad that esports is coming to MLB The Show, and also because it means it's another reason why they want to keep the gameplay up to par so it's fair and it doesn't shed poorly on MLB The Show. And this year they're going to have new competitive events and tournaments sponsored by Grassroots, so that's something else to look forward to. I would imagine the pools might be a little bit more hefty. The New Year's Eve was $10,000 and I believe the Fall Cup was $25,000 in total prizes per cup, so I think it might be a little bit more money. And hopefully the big thing to take away from this is, now that they had a couple times to go through, hopefully they worked out the kinks and it's going to run a lot more smoothly for MLB The Show 20. But if you are a competitive player, if you are somebody who really does enjoy the competitive aspect, or somebody very good at the game, you're going to have something great to look forward to. Continuing on with the competitive nature, I really think we're going to see something as far as ranked seasons, or possibly within the Showdown game mode, that's going to resemble a competitive play, something like Weekend League. I think that is probably going to be something that's going to happen. I know it's been talked about for a couple years, and it's really be getting hot from a lot of people that have started to talk about it. I've talked about it in videos. A lot of people talk about it on Twitter, because it would be perfect. At the very least, I would expect them to do something to alter the ranked season system. Some people are upset about the fact that there can be not so great or not so deserving players make World Series if you just play enough games. I think what they're going to do at bare minimum, if we don't see something like Weekend League, we're going to see better rewards that are going to reward the best players to keep playing ranked seasons, to keep achieving the new ranks. Something better than we have now. It is packs, which is cool. I think it's 20 packs for the first two tiers, and then it's 50, and then the nameplates as well, which is cool for bragging rights always, and usually the competitive players are the ones that really like that kind of thing. But I don't think that's really enough of a pull to make them play that instead of Battle Royale or something. So ranked seasons, I think, is going to get a lot more competitive, especially at those upper echelons, which makes sense. The gameplay is a lot more user input, skill oriented this year, so I think it's going to be great. And I think those competitive players are going to have a much better time and enjoy playing ranked seasons, because there's going to be a reason for them to. New legends in the game. So far we know there's going to be 24 plus confirmed new legends, and so far we know 10 of them, that being Gary Sheffield, John Franco, Shane Victorino, Big Papi, David Ortiz, Mariano Rivera, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, John Orud, and Brian Roberts. So that's 10 right there. At least 14 more legends brand new into the game. You'll probably notice pretty much all of those guys are from the 90s and 2000s era, and that is what they're sticking towards. That is their primary focus for MLB The Show 20, which I'm happy about. I think a lot of people have kind of been hoping for that for quite a while. We have been getting some of those guys, and in my opinion, it makes the most sense. Your primary audience who's going to play this game, those are the legends. Those are the guys that they watched when they were alive. I always like to see some guys from way back, which those are still going to come, just not as much of a focus as the more recent guys, but they will be there, just not as many as we have seen in years past. And I think they said 130 legends are going to be on the roster. I don't know how many are in MLB The Show 19 right now, now, but that is a lot. That's a ton of legends spanning from a bunch of different teams and a bunch of different eras. So as far as the legend roster goes, I don't think there's any complaints to be had. And then, of course, there's going to be a bunch of other changes as well. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to change up the pack screen about the different pack animations because they did get tiring at some point. Hopefully they have some new animations or a new look as well. From the beta, it looked pretty much the same, but the beta, they don't put a whole lot of emphasis in that. They just have, they're more so focused on the gameplay. So packs are going to be a little bit different, more than likely. Signature cards, we don't know if they're going to be coming back. I don't think that they're going to. I think they'll have the same premise of the signature cards, just a different design because you want to change it up. You don't want it to look like a roster update every year, and that's the kind of thing that people would accuse you of if you didn't change it up. So I would expect that to happen, and otherwise just a bunch of different under the hood stuff that I'm sure we're going to learn a little bit more. And like I said, the big reveal is going to be on the developer live stream for Diamond Dynasty, talking about the Showdown game mode, brand new legends, and a content preview. So I'm sure we're going to learn a bunch of stuff like we did last year within the Diamond Dynasty live stream. But that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, a ton of stuff we know, but also a ton of stuff that we are waiting to learn about. So let me know down below in the comments section what you heard today. Are you very excited about, and what are you hoping to hear about as far as the Diamond Dynasty live stream goes? Leave a like if you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you guys are great today. Thanks some Saudi.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die's an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.